England has registered their historic defeat in the UEFA Nations League at their home ground of Wembley, where they lost to Greece. And what a dramatic stoppage time winner score that was from Pavlidis, the striker from Benfica. So England does need a good manager at this crucial time. Barcelona are in some advanced negotiations with the financial problems which are infamous in recent years, and the reason why Gundogan left the Catalonian in the summer camp to cost cutting measures, and there are some expectations that they may arrive under some kind of financial boost under the Bridgeburg Invest, and the company of Barca Vision is definitely going to prosper with these investments. Man United defender Nosir Mazraoui has undergone a successful heart surgery and the minor surgery on heart after experiencing some palpitations, and the defender came on at halftime in a goalless draw with Aston Villa, and he is available to be back to this training for a few weeks. Didier Deschamps has bluntly refurbed the suggestions that Real Madrid exerted any influence over Kylian Mbappe out of the France squad for this month's UEFA Nations League fixtures. So definitely Kylian Mbappe is on an injury and he is backed by Didier Deschamps. Though Antonio Griezmann, he is also out of his retirement. Jurgen Klopp has agreed to take on the Red Bull job while he was the Liverpool manager, and sources from the German magazines has confirmed that there was a secret meeting in Salzburg in 2022, despite Klopp leaving Liverpool wanting some rest period and he wants to be off from the sidelines. But yes, the late Red Bull co-founder Dietrich Mateschitz has just personally persuaded him, and Klopp is getting the energy at this age from the Red Bull. Andres Iniesta has called upon his retirement from playing football, but what a way to pay homage to this legendary midfielder, as Ronaldinho, his counterpart from 5 to 6 seasons in the Catalans, has just paid tribute by following the retirement announcement from him and just posting on Instagram about it. But the likes of Xavi Hernandez and Leo Messi to pull the club at the pinnacle of the world football in the 2000s era, what a magnificent period it was for the Barcelona. Hello guys, welcome back to another episode with FC RAMSAY, and football season is back with the UEFA Nations League group matches, and we are talking about Israel hosting the Les Blues. France. The Didier Deschamps men were definitely going to win this game, and a soliciting and consolidating win of 4-1, though there were many chances missed by the Deschamps men, and the absence of Kylian Mbappe and Antonio Griezmann as well as Rabiot were definitely a call out, as well as the likes of Kante was also not available. But the defense of Konate, Kunde, Saliba and Hernandez just yielded it well, and this was a match between the FIFA ranking of 79 to that compared of the France with a FIFA ranking of 2. So yes, Kylian Mbappe being backed by Didier Deschamps as well as Camavinga and Tchouaméni as well as Mendy from the Los Blancos, and no influence of Ancelotti or the Los Blancos for the absence of Kylian Mbappe. He is on an injury, and France has decently won this game against Israel with the goals of Camavinga, Nkunku, Guendouzi and Barcola. So this is the France versus Israel, and in this table, the Nations League of the Group 2, Italy is on the top with France on the second and Belgium, and then comes Israel with no wins out of 3 games. And the next match was between England and Greece, the historical defeat of English squad at the Wembley against the Greece. What an astonishing moment it was, because Pavlidis netted twice, though Bellingham had just equaled the scores at the 88th minute. But his equalizer was not sufficient because the late stoppage time drama from Pavlidis was just sufficient to get Greece their historic win. And in the previous 3 meetings in the past, Greece has never scored a goal at England. Talking about this game, yes, England does need a good manager after the departure of Southgate, and the provisional manager being present, Lee Carsley, who has the likes of Gordon, Bellingham, Foden, and Saka as their forwards as well as their wingers, because the absence of Harry Kane and Jack Grealish were not because of their injuries. And yes, talking about the midfields of Rice and Palmer, they were not looking that decent. Talking about their seconds and thirds and their playmaking in the midfields were not dominant, whereas Colville and Stones with the likes of Arnold and Lewis were also not that good. So English fans must be having a horrifying night because of this performance from their men. But yes, talking about the playmaking of Pavlidis, the striker from Benfica from this season, he is playing at that club, and in 10 games he has scored 2 goals. But yes, the English men without their proficient manager were looking quite subtle, and they were looking quite loose in their playmaking. So much of the expectations from the English squad in the upcoming matches in the Nations League, and the table of this English players in the league table is that of very astonishing, because Greece is at the top with 9 points, whereas England is at the second point with 6 points, and Ireland at 3, and Finland is at the fourth position with 0 points. And yes, the last but not the least, Norway has decently won against Slovenia with 3 goals, and Haaland was the perfect striker who netted twice in this game, as well as Sorloth netted at the 52nd minutes. So this was Norway playing Slovenia at their home of Ullevål Stadium, where the manager Sol Backland from Norway had really composed this team with the likes of Nusa, Haaland, and Sorloth playing too good, whereas Berg was doing their decent job at the central midfield. So this was about the UEFA Nations League matches which happened last night. We will be having the watch along of the next matches of the UEFA Nations League as well as the weekend matches of Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, and the Serie A as well, with the likes of Champions League. So yes guys, do stay tuned, and before ending this video, do give us a hit and like and share and subscribe. Thank you guys, keep going, bye bye.